Hello, Internet world! Welcome to another episode of TV Nerds. This is your host, Esoteric Child, here with Gabe Stomach.
Yeah.
What's going on? And yo, let's just get into it. Yo, this week, have you been gaming? You been viewing, or what?
I've been watching Netflix. Cabinets of Curiosity. Got it right. That was like 3 takes. I'll be honest. It was like 4 takes. Couldn't get it right. But Cabinets of Curiosity. It's a Netflix series. It's like 8. I think it's like on like they drop new episodes every week. I could be wrong. I thought I saw 9. Now it's 10. But each episode's different. So it's like each episodes are short stories, different times. So like could be an hour long, could be like 30 minutes, could be 20 minutes, could be 40 minutes. It's just how the director directed the film.
So in a way, it's kind of like what's that one show? Like Room. I can't remember it. Like, yeah, no. I'm saying like it's kind of like it's like it's like the show on HBO Max. It's called like Room 222, or I know that's not the right room, but it's a show like that where it's like, does it all happen in the same place, or is it just a different?
That's the thing. Yeah, it's every story is completely different, and it doesn't even connect to the previous one or like one in the, I guess, in the series. It doesn't connect. It's one. Yeah, they're all short stories in a way, but like in the short stories, they're all like the most like supernatural or alien. The last one, the one you all watched with the rats. I made them watch one with rats, bro. It was claustrophobia. If you claustrophobic, this ain't the shit for you. My man was in the coffin, and the rats was just running all over him, and I was about to damn near lose my mind. And the rats was dragging whole bodies. Because there was one rat. It's a long story. Anyway, the series all starts off with like some fat dude telling like, I'm just saying, the story starts off with like some fat guy giving like a synapse about what the episode's about, and then the director takes, well, not the director, but then the movie takes over, series takes over as like a movie. So each one's shot differently. So all like the first 2 were shot as if it was a movie, and the third one it was shot like Vantage Point, because it was like a crime scene in a way. And then they go in depth on autopsy. My man was just cracking chests, pulling out chest plates, cutting open organs. It was worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. It was wild. I highly, when I say highly recommend it, like, I mean, it's supernatural, so sometimes they be going out of pocket. But the graphics and VX that Netflix is putting in, gas. Like the
like it should, like Marvel should take a look and be like, yo,
boy,
we should hire one of these people or something like that.
I ain't lying. Like the demon in the first episode, fucked me up. I painted the picture to them. It was like, it's just a body with a head missing and some tentacles in it. And then like, remember Hellboy, the first one?
Yeah.
Remember homie who had the tentacles all in his body? It was like that, but on level 10 in terms of detail and shit. Oops, I hit the mic. On like level 10 in terms of detail. Like I'm talking like 10. The dude got eaten, and you saw you saw his mouth, you saw the teeth, the suckers and shit. You like, yo, my man get eaten. It was funny. It was a good series.
So in a way, like if you would compare it to anything, it's kind of like in Blade 2 with the vampires and shit, except more graphic and just tentacles. You know how the vampires were like, where they bottom jaw split open and shit.
No, because if you want to go that way, it's like that with the double mouths, because the teeth and the double mouth thing. But like in terms of the tentacles, you got to go more Silent Hill, some like Resident Evil. Like it was demonic out the gate. Like the whole body from torso up was all tentacles. Like it was just like, and then like it was ripped in half, and the tentacles were like controlling the body. So like the hands were just dingling while I was walking around. It was like so. I'm saying like think demonic.
So
Silent
this show's
Hill.
supposed to be like horror or like suspense or like sci-fi, or is it just, or is it just that one episode?
Cabinets of Curiosity, my boy. Because like every episode I've watched, I've only watched the 3. I'm about to watch the 4th one tonight. I'm trying to pace myself because like if I binge this, I'm not gonna know what I'm watching. So like, bro,
if it's different every time, then does it really matter if you're bending it or not?
Yeah, because like I want to take time to digest the entirety of the thing. Because like even though it's shot so like in like I think the first one was like 40 minutes. Even though it was shot for 40 minutes, it was still shot in a way where it was so much information that like I don't want to just go ahead and then jump into the next one without giving the first one time to to breathe, to marinate for me. You know what I mean? Like, and because each one are individually directed and shot and like its own story, it's like watching 10 movies back to back and be like, so what was the first movie? I'd be like, I forgot. You know what I mean? So like I kind of want, like in this case, you want to watch one, let it burn, let it simmer, then watch the next one, then like talk, and like the good talking points. Like the first one had like German Nazis with demons and shit, and it got out of hand, got way out of hand. And then like it makes you wonder how people like, because some people are like this in the world. And you'd be like, bro, that dude's a dick. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, yeah, he really was a bit of a dick. And it makes you reflect on certain situations and how people act. And that's the other thing too. Like all those stories feed on something like either greed,
like the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, maybe, but it's not necessarily 7 deadly sins as much as like a darkness that humans have. You know what I mean? Like they highlight the darknesses that humans that are in human culture in a way. Like it's not important, but like one example would be like a guy bribed a medical examiner to see if there's any gold on the like gold teeth or fillings, whatever, so he can pull them out and sell the gold. The guy was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna let you do it," and he just waved some heroin and he just let them in. But you know what I mean? But like it's like that concept where it's like, even back in those days, like this is like in like 1500s or maybe not 1500s, but like the 1800s England times when grave robbing was big. He was out here like robbing graves and shit, and like he bribed a dude with heroin. So it was like even in period pieces, you go, wow, humans can still be shit, or like drugs are still a thing, or like that. Like there's that concept, and I will say this too, all throughout all the episodes, like there's not a part where I haven't. You know what time frame each series is shot at. Like the first episode, you got to see like they did a good job at being like, oh, it's shot at this time frame, so here are the snippets to know what era this is. Like for example, they did like it's not important, but they did a tab cam. So once you do tab, you already dated it like to the 70s or some shit, right? Like I don't know when tab came out, but when that shit hit the market, my mom was talking about it as like it was a fire ass soda. So it had to be in like the 70s, 80s. Tab was popping, and this nigga was chugging and shit. So it's like they used that kind of method in the series to be like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and like date the episode or date the time, so you know what time the this whole thing is taking place. So you wouldn't be confused. Like, oh, is this like 2010? I'm like, nah, this is like in the 1970s. Like, okay, he's buying a 1970s thing. Oh, and then that's why it's from this time. You know what I mean? And it starts making sense just by that. And like the guy does a good, like all the directors do a good job at like doing that. And then I watched that in Echoes. Echoes is even more fucked up. Echoes' twin sister disappears, goes missing. So this one twin comes back. She's like the hated twin, like no one really fucks with her. And because no one fucks with her, she ain't getting the information she wants. She comes around, and I didn't get too far in, but come around, she go ahead and like start seeing clues and shit.
I thought, wait, is that like just a Netflix original, or is that the Marvel? That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like the one supposed to be on that Marvel's coming out.
No, this is a series that came out. That's been out. I think it's one season or 2 seasons already. Maybe 1 season, 3 seasons.
First.
Oh, just the first season. Just the first season. But the girl ends up, because she's a twin sister, she impersonates her sister, hits herself in the rock the head, walks back, and starts fucking the husband and getting all the details and deets about what's happening, while also simultaneously being on the phone with her husband, talking as the other sister.
So this is basically just real life.
That's like, what I'm saying. I don't trust twins.
Like
if I have a twin,
This
bro,
is nothing. This is nothing I haven't heard before. Like, come on.
no, I'm only on episode 2. No, 3. I'm on episode 3. The sheriff. There's a black sheriff in this. First of all, of the shows I've watched so far, the 2 shows I've mentioned, the black sheriff, solid roles. Like they are on point with the deets. Like, I feel like in terms of the film world now, this is just my nerd perspective. I feel like they're starting to paint black sheriffs as like a better cop.
I mean, if you really want to bring some realism into it, like in real life, usually the black sheriff is usually the morons cop. Like,
No. I'm not referring to dishonesty, because you can get a white cop to be just as honest. I'm not referring to that either. I'm referring to in terms of like the sharpness, the one like they'll play dumb. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. You remember in the heat of the night?
Yeah.
Remember the white sheriff that always played dumb? And like you had the black guy who was in the suit all the time. And he was always catching on, and then the sheriff would play dumb because he had to, because it was in the racist time, so he can't be supportive of the black community, but he knew what was going on. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of logic. But in this case, because it's a black sheriff, all the white people can't be racist to him. But he know what the fuck. So he's like, okay, so y'all boys went hunting. Uh-huh. Right. Together. Yeah. So y'all hunt together. Yeah. As a group. Yeah, you didn't spread out as hunters do. You stayed together to hunt. Yeah. Right. Okay. And so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit. Like they'll still play dumb and stuff. And I'm liking that with the sheriff, because like there was a female sheriff. She did the same thing. Great. Great. She was like, so is your sister here? Nah, my sister in the bathroom. Cool. You gonna leave? Nah, I'm gonna wait for your sister to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I'm gonna ask her some questions. Like, well, I can just tell her she's getting ready. She's got a flight to catch. So like, I'll just have her meet you at the station. All right, yeah, you do that. I mean, I just brought coffee, everything, and like she did shit like that. She knocked on the door. She's like, I have coffee. And she opened the door and she's like, are you allowed to just be impersonating room service? I said, what? I didn't even say I had room service. I said I have coffee, which I do. And they just walked in, and I was like, boss.
That is
boss.
Like wild as fuck. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So you're like, did she break the law? Nah, not really. I got coffee.
I mean, if you're if you're doing undercover work, then you
full uniform. She's sheriffing it out, bro.
I know, but I'm saying if you're doing undercover work, you can impersonate somebody, but that's just clever.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And then, but it's like I guess I'm saying, like, you see like Sheriff Cobbs from the Rundown. He didn't really do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying The Rock be doing stuff like that, but I just see like other sheriff movies where you're just like, y'all just too hard to the paint. Gun, you know, ready to shoot people, bro.
I mean, for the Fast and Furious, like series or franchise, Hobbs is not really like, he's more like the muscle. He's not really like a sheriff or like whatever. He's more of just like the muscle. Like if it has anything to do with law enforcement, he's more like the muscle. Like in a way, like one of those like kind of elite SWAT teams that go into places or whatever. Kind of militarized or whatever. So it's like, it's not like, oh, he has to be clever. The man just has to show up, either brutalize some shit, shoot up some shit, and go. You know,
I guess
it's not really like cleverness to it.
Have you seen Ambulance?
I have not seen that movie. I want to see
it
so badly because it's on Peacock, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. Yeah,
I think it is. I think that's where I watched it in Hurricane. Anyway, shit was hilarious. Who's your boy in it? Brokeback Mountain guy, right?
You talking Heath Ledger?
No. It wasn't Heath Ledger. Who's the other guy at Brokeback Mountain? Jake Gyllenhaal. He was in it. Right. Fire role for him too. Like I want to say he killed it in this, because it was like he was actually funny, like through and through. But there was a cop in there who just kept
wow, really?
Ghost. Bro, Ghost.
Anyways.
This place is haunted. I've been watching shit like that too. But I got it. She been watching it too. I'm getting more people into ghosts. You want to go ghost hunting?
This guy.
I don't remember that. You trying to go ghost hunting?
Yeah. No.
Why? What's wrong with y'all? You want to see what the afterlife is about?
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
We can find out what happened to Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
Come
on. Find out about the murderers. What if you're a medium, psychic? You don't even know.
I doubt that.
I'm just saying, bro. I after watching the shit on Netflix, 28 Days in a 28 Days Haunted. I believe in ghosts. I don't believe them physically, but whatever's on TV, I believe.
I actually got to watch. I gotta watch a show like that. I remember there was this one show like when Discovery Channel was a big thing. That was before it was like before streaming services, but it was. I can't remember what show. I think it was called Haunted or something. But like, legit, it was literally like stories of just people's experiences of like either they move into this new house or some nice shit like that. Like basically kind of like the Conjuring series, but except this shit was supposed to be like real stories or whatever. And I remember a few episodes I saw. There was this one where I think her kid got possessed. Like wasn't necessarily possessed, but the fact that he was always in his room, he was saying, "Oh, there's this man here, and he's telling me to do all these bad things because it's fun." Like he was just like acting weird, and then she ended up like staging her house, and they made it seem so dramatic. But like, I stage all the fucking time. But literally, she staged her fucking house, and then all of a sudden, her kid's just like happy-go-lucky or whatever, back to normal, which is odd. Then this one episode that kind of freaked me out a little bit. It was something like that was supposed to be in their basement, and like when they were trying to go down to the basement, I guess with all the little shit to like see if there's anything in there, it was beeping like crazy. But then he's like, "Yo, something's stopping me from going down here or whatever," and then like once they turn around, like the husband felt like something scratched him, and literally he took off his shirt, and it was like these 3 big ass claw marks on his back or whatever. I can't remember how the episode ended, but I'm pretty sure they got whatever was out there. But that was just like, okay, there's just there was like if I ever buy a house, I gotta at least know, hey, did someone die in here?
There was the show I was watching. There was a scene where like they was in this little. They're in the attic, and like the attic was turned into like a stage essentially. So like it had a green room for like the artists to chill and wait before getting on stage. So there's I think like 3 people. But the 3 people were chilling in the green room, and like they were asking questions, and the lady was like, "Ooh, it feels cold, and it feels heavy, right?" And out of nowhere, they had like the room had like lights dangling, and one light started swinging. None of the other lights were swinging, just the one light. And they were like, "That's weird." Yeah, that's probably nothing. It's weird. And they're like, let's document it because it's just one swinging light. And then they heard like a loud bang. And then they walked out into where the stage area and the crowd would be, right? And like where the bar is and all the cabinets are fucking open. The doors, like, you know how like ghosts open shit? I don't understand why that is, but the ghost has opened everything upstairs. And they're like, they ain't hear nothing. You seen that? I just want to make sure I'm not telling the wrong scene and just combining them. But if I'm like, I'm saying like, and like the way they had the camera set up, which I'm sure is probably like, this is the one thing I am a skeptic about because it's on like Netflix, TV channel.
It could be dramatized and shit.
Yeah, and like I could see them just putting in the string and just pulling it because it's night vision cameras. You don't even see string like fishing wire night vision cameras. So I could see some guy at the bottom, like, because also it's like it was a bar, so like the guy could have just been under the fucking bar, just pulling open all the strings and letting the cabinet doors open up.
I mean, if it's like, I mean, there's no like real honesty in like film shit. It's like if it's supposed to be a documentary and shit, why go through all that trouble?
That's
It's
what
not
I.
really a documentary,
It's not really.
though.
Well,
Yeah.
not like well, it's just, you said it's like a series or something.
It's basically they put the teams to. Is it like what is it?
So they put. I think the main test is that they put the main. So it's 3 groups. It's 3 teams, but then there's a 4th team that monitors the other team, right? All the other teams
Experiment.
as an experiment. But the 4th team that's monitoring everyone, their experiment is the fact that like in 28 days, you will get more information from a haunted place than you would from
You break the veil from
Yeah.
the other side.
right. Like for being there for 28 days. So because like normal investigation takes like they're there for 3 days, 1 night sometimes, and then you slide and you go, oh yeah, we got this. They said some girl's name Kathy, and they mentioned something about Odette. Like what do you mean? Like I don't know. So they were saying like if you spent the full 28 days, you would be fully immersed into the house and or whatever energy that's there.
So basically, just spend a month in a house and see if it's haunted.
No, not just see what is haunted, but what they also did was like each team wasn't given any specifics, so they had to
no details
at all. So you had to
regarding what happened.
so you have to find out even the story behind why this place is even haunted on your own merit. So it's like, so you just walking into a house and like, why are we here? I don't know. Well, we got 28 days to figure it the fuck out using our investigative skills. And like, I ain't gonna hold you. The teams were whack. The teams they had a psychic and a demonologist. That's it. Like that's
What
it.
else, I mean, what else you want? What else do you want? You want a Catholic priest?
Oh no! Like the psychic demonologist. But what about your forensic scientist? Throw a little tech up in there. My man just had prayers, and this girl just kept feeling sad. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like I need more information on that. Like hit me with some.
But he got attacked, though.
Yeah, he did get attacked wearing some Magneto helmet. It was wild. And anyway, the other teams was like 3 dudes, and they had beef. Like my man was straight to square off on some people, and like that was the theory behind the 28 days is that like see how the teams can react to being in the energy, and like on like week 2, week 3, niggas was ready to square up. Well then do it then, fire off then. I'm no faker, bro. You was a fake ass psychic. Like they was ready to fight right then and there.
So,
And like,
it seems like a wild reality show just with haunted, like
in a way, I would say, I'd say it was, and ghosts being part of the cast, cause like at certain points, like bottles were thrown at people, niggas were getting smacked, people getting hair pulled. I think a couple people got pushed. They were out in the graveyard. They found a pentagram just in the ground, and like where they found it at, it was like the impression of a body on the ground or something, right? It was like a heated. It's like some heat because they did they did thermal shit, so they were just looking for body heat, and it's nighttime, so the ground should be cool, but like just this area just had the temperature of a body, and a dude who was a skeptic and was ready to beat the psychic's ass for calling him out, saying that he's a liar, was like, nah, this shit bullshit, and was out here digging up graves in the middle of the night, and he unearthed the pentagram, going, oh shit. And then went back and apologized type shit. I'm
idiot.
And then I said that.
Like honestly, I don't know what's more disrespectful. I don't know what is more disrespectful: pissing on the grave, spitting on the grave, or digging it up. Like, why?
Well, here's food for fact. All graves get dug up anywhere. So even if you say it's disrespectful, regardless of the fact, the lease is up, my boy. I'm going to need you and whoever in the ground next to you to get the pop out of there. And they dig them up, and they move from plot to plot of graveyards within the county. And like, so depending on like whichever county has like, whichever area or graveyard plot is the oldest, they'll start digging up those.
You want me to pull up the-
And they dig up send the link. Yeah, I just add the link. They'll dig up those, and then they'll just start using that area now for fresh graves, and then they just go through the cycle.
That's disrespectful.
Why is it disrespectful? Where are you supposed to put it?
I mean, honestly, at this point, if you're like if y'all really that pressed for land and shit just to have a fucking graveyard, I say it would just be better to like instead of just having actual graves, just more people should just get into cremation or
They
just
do.
or just other ways of like memorializing your dead.
Why is it this? Okay, I get the disrespectful part because we're digging up a 150-year-old grave. But here's my point,
and plus that's like 150 years. Like you probably have someone who's still mourning that death. Who's still the next generation or whatever. They probably still visiting the grave. So
who's your great uncle? I don't even know my great uncle or grandfather or grandmother from 150 years ago. I got a cemetery and we ain't got the key for it. The niggas lost it. We can't even use it, and it's private property. So they just left it there, overgrown. Who gonna care at 150 years? I mean, I get the logic. I mean, I feel bad. Don't get me wrong. I feel bad. You cremate the remains. You put them in turn them into a tree. I feel like when like there's that thing you could turn yourself into a tree. I'd rather that than be in the ground.
They have stuff also where you could you could take your ashes and you could turn it into jewelry too.
Yeah, I've seen that. You could be diamonds or something.
Mm-hmm.
They grow diamonds now.
And I think they also have something where you can you can shoot your ashes into space or something, but that's way more expensive.
No, I don't want all that.
You can do, or you could just really do what everyone else does. You could just have the little lantern or whatever and have your ashes in the water. So
I wouldn't be put on a marijuana farm.
Literally smoking on this dead nigga right now.
Well,
we smoking on this gay pack right now. Legit.
Don't get me wrong now.
Legit.
I ain't trying to sound like a bad person, but just hear me out. If you was to have a marijuana farm in Georgia or wherever these mass graves from the Civil War would be, pretty sure it'd be some fertile land for some nutrient weed. Some Civil War era weed. You know what I'm saying? You smoke it and see a Civil War dude, or you smoke. Imagine that's what happened with weed too. Imagine Moses smoked the burning bush and saw some wild shit. It would make sense.
Anyways.
It would make sense. What happened? Oh, we're at bet.
Yeah. But that's interesting.
Ready? Ready for the I could play it loud if you want me to play it loud.
Is it copyrighted?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
The last time you heard of a new cemetery opening up?
It's actually a really simple answer. Doesn't sound very ethical, but it's simple. Graves are leased. They're not purchased. When you purchase a grave for your loved one, you're leasing it for 80 to 100 years. It depends on the state, the city, the municipality. You are leasing that space for your loved one from 80 years up to 100 years. After that, chances are you're going to be gone, and everybody from your family is going to be gone, and there'll be no one to show up and say, hey, what happened to grandma's grave? Because eventually that space gets reused. So I want you to think about a cemetery in terms of a grid, old section, new section. The oldest section in any cemetery in your area is going to eventually, very soon, start getting cleared out and prepared to be reused for another batch of people. And it goes around and around just like that.
I'm sorry, I'm sensitive. I will whoop somebody's ass. You dig up anybody.
But if you think about it, it's kind of true though, because we only have
so much space.
Those three.
I mean, in this city, of course, I know y'all got only a few
Think about people die. No.
Like COVID. How many
Hurricane Ian now?
Nah, with freaking COVID, I remember they weren't even giving people caskets. They just put them in the dirt.
I ain't got space. I got 3 on 3 now. I'm stacking them.
Yeah, that's legit what they was doing with COVID. So yeah, but even still, yo.
But I feel like when she saw this, she was shocked. I knew, and he's a family of morticians, so it was like we all knew. I knew because my family's military. They offered us Arlington for my grandfather. That was 25, 50 years for the lease, and then they dig them up, and then they're like, from then on, you either cremate them or you could have another place to put them at, but you have to you rent the space. And I was like, that's tap. Just put them over here. We'll bury them here.
I would rather just
have it
just
all.
to avoid the trouble. I would rather just
But you can't fully buy it out.
I'm not saying buy it out, but I'm saying like for my death personally, I'll just get cremated and just if they want to do whatever with my ashes, that's fine. Like some people are scared. Like, would you be scared to keep your like loved ones' ashes?
No, I got multiple loved ones' ashes now. Yeah, I got a few. I mean, it doesn't. I guess it's the weird question. It doesn't hurt me as much as it's like I question it. Like, are they in there?
I mean, if their headstone's still there, then yeah.
No. But the cremation part, like, I'm to believe the cremation.
If this is the right. Oh, this is the right person,
basically? Right?
Like,
or even if it's a person, like, because they've been times where people haven't been cremated, and they sent bodies off to be like, because you get money per cadaver for like for scientific study, for medical use,
and that's like if he had like the organ donor thing.
No, regardless of organ donor. Again, this is illegally. All I have to do is give you a box of ashes. The job's done. Now I can send this corpse anywhere I want.
No, me personally, I want to watch the body burn.
They don't give you that luxury. They don't give you that luxury.
I'll burn it myself then. God damn it.
And then again, you break laws, and then you don't even do it right. Yeah. Like, it's fucked. Like, I'm telling you, it's fucked when you do it. So it's like you just now. So it's like, so I have like 3 relatives that are like cremated, and I just sit there going, are they in that box? And I have to have faith. Like, it makes you into believing like God, where it's like I have to believe that they're in there now. Because I've no proof.
There's an old saying. There's an old saying that says,
"Open it and then what?" Like, they all look the same.
Man, there's an old saying saying if you want something done right, do it yourself.
They either have a dog,
dog
tag, or something in there. From
Even
that
still,
person. And then when we did my aunt, I think we also had fingerprints also.
I'm gonna have to take a look at them because I know a few of them, 2 of them. They have the identification tag in the ash with it, so like it's like tied to the bag, so like it shows that it was this one to this bag. But even still, it's a toe tag to me. You know, I'm not, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying I'm not opposed to it, but like, I don't know. You take my ashes and you turn me into diamonds. I believe I'm a diamond.
The bones testing, that's all that is.
Exactly. That's yeah.
So you get the
bones. But what test comes back? It's DNA. You know what I mean? Like, it's because it's ashes. You don't get the same level of detail of like you can identify that individual. I just know that it's human. Like, then I just believe in that. You know what I mean? Like, I got to like, oh, it must have been a human in there because it's human DNA. It's not like it's horse or aardvark. I don't know. Like, I don't know what animals being crematoriums, but like, it's like shit like that makes you just wonder. Like, that's why I want to do the one when you turn into a tree, because like they take the whole body and put you into like this capsule, and like the whole body.
I mean, but what if someone buys that plot of land and next thing you know, the tree that you are supposed to be?
They put you because like the plot of land, the same way they do like leasing of the graveyard, they do the same thing with the plot of land, except instead of it being like you lease it, it's owned because you become a tree. You know what I mean? Like, because now, like it's now like it's like the redwoods in California. It's like a preserved area, because we have to grow trees, so you can't just be cutting these one down. So they're making these like priority trees that you can't just cut down these. Why? That's Earl. What? You can't cut.
I'm not gonna lie.
If
someone actually did that for me and like made me a tree, I'll be mad if a fucking like random panther or something pisses on me. Like, bruh.
It's still like how you say, like cemetery like they still put the plaque. There's still like a plaque and everything dedicated to your body at that place. You're still there. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's as if you would a tombstone, but instead of being a rock, it's a tree. That's grown from your body. So you're alive. What I would want is if my folks make a tree house and chill and eat in my tree house. That's what I would want. I want to be like a huge ass oak tree size, and they could put like a tree house in that bitch, and then we're gonna see Grandpa, we're gonna see Pappy, and they just chill in the tree house for the day. That'd be pretty sweet. Or I'll be turned into a diamond, just ball the status for the rest of my life. What?
Or the rest of your afterlife.
The rest of my life. I don't care. Then you can haunt people. Could you? Oh shit! Think about it. You put your soul into the diamond. Then whoever put on the diamond, you can take over their soul and shit. I know, right? I know. Don't cut the tape. Edited this. What's the timestamp? What's mark the time?
35:50.
All right. We gotta bleep this one out. We gotta bleep this one out. It's a movie idea. We could all be in it, bro. Sell to Netflix, make money.
Yeah, I've been doing like some gaming and viewing this week, like because last week, a new season of Family Reunion came out. I mean, it's a show on Netflix that has like Tia Mowry in it. That's the one of the sisters. But and honestly,
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I like ever since the first season, I just love the show. So like, fifth season came out. I've gotten to episode 2, and so far, I like it. Something different this season is that apparently, like in the show, like they have like the couple has a new baby, so it's just that. And they also in the first episode they talk about like her giving birth, and because a lot of the episodes they talk about, some of the times they make it a way to talk about black issues and stuff like that. This one, in this episode, the first episode of the fifth season, they talk about how she had complications during the birth. And how she was trying to tell the doctor, I'm in pain. The doctor wasn't really listening until they actually got a doctor to really actually give a fuck and test her and everything. Actually realizing, she has complications and stuff. So, which honestly happens all the time in real life. So that's the one thing I really like about the show is that I think in the first season, towards the end of the season, they talked about police brutality. And it wasn't like a traumatizing thing. It was just more of like, they actually talked about like police harassment. They talked about police brutality and shit like that. So I just like the way they they do inform you, but it's also in a way that's still entertaining. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And also, besides like my normal, it's interesting now because I remember we was talking about like difference between like binge watching and just having, and how these streaming services now are having certain shows where they drop an episode every week, kind of like old school way, like in cable, which for certain shows I'm okay with that because it gives me something to look forward to every week. That's the thing I actually like about my childhood. There's like certain shows I looked forward to.
Come to the dark side.
Like
come back
but
to the dark
like
side.
like Chainsaw Man, like every Tuesday,
bro,
new episode of Chainsaw Man.
Gas.
This past episode,
gas.
I was at the end of the episode. I was so happy for my man Denji. Like
three times, he could touch boobs.
Said 3 squeezes.
Three
3
times.
squeezes.
3 squeezes. You know how happy he saved a whole city for titties, bro. I said this.
And this,
I said this, bro. I'm turning out nothing. This is an anime, saved a whole city for titties, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
From a demon.
And
two.
Even the second demon that came out was like, he's like, yo, that's a dumb reason to kill, to like basically kill my lover, but whatever. Like,
hold up though,
homie. No, that's what the demon said though.
Homie with the ponytail though, OP as fuck, because he just did this.
I mean, and then the wolf demon came, and then the wolf demon came like. That's literally like, I think the whole premise of the show, like he kind of had a contract with the wolf demon, and he has his power now. Well, it's just the fact that demon is a freaking powerful ass demon.
This goes into the thing that I was saying earlier, how their contract's different, right? Because his contract, every time because I remember when the first episode, he did say that they eat his skin or something. They eats part of him every time he uses his ability. Yeah, he did say that, like, towards the end, he's like, yeah, every time I use his ability, I have to, like, give a piece of my body to him as tribute. Yeah. How, tap that would be? I ain't saving nobody.
I don't
bro.
know if I don't know. Does he have like an ability where he can like regenerate or something, or
I
is
don't
it
think
no?
so. Well, maybe he heals up. Maybe he
Yeah.
heals up, and so that's why he has the sword and power up. But the homie, but like with the alien demon, like not the alien, but the leech. I think it was
Yeah,
a
it was a
leech
leech
demon,
demon, yeah.
right? Yeah, I feel where you come from. That shit was the craziest in the sense of like it just appeared, and my man's hand just said, "Foop."
He's like, hey yo, like the man,
like-
the man was so. He's like, you could. She's like, you can just fondle me. I'm weak anyway. I'm like, he's like, oh hell yeah.
He took his hand.
Hey yo.
I was like, that's real. That's how it be in men's world. That's how it be. Just taken from you just by that.
That
It's
is-
that easy.
Yeah. Also, I mean, and plus every Wednesday a new episode of Abbott Elementary.
I haven't seen that one.
You gotta watch it. It's based like I said. It's basically
Which-
like The Office
On Hulu?
Except, yeah, it's on Hulu.
I have
It's
to-
basically like The Office, except is everything's centered in like in an elementary school in Philly, and it's hilarious.
Have you watched Bleach?
Bleach? I haven't got. I mean, I want to watch the new season, but it's like I gotta watch all the other seasons too. I haven't really got into Bleach, unfortunately.
You
But
ain't really gotta watch the other seasons on this one. I ain't gonna
I
hold you.
understand what some people be saying, like, "Oh, you ain't gotta watch all the seasons," but nah, like I want to at least know everything up to now. Like I would rather, cause what is this? Is this the 5th season of Bleach?
Yeah.
I want to at
think
least
last-
watch like what's before.
Yo, my boy though, I'm saying OP, like broken. Ichigo is OP broken, son. This nigga, like, alright, so the bad people in this, because you got to get up to it. The bad people, the I don't even know what they're called. Oh, the Quincy's. They're called Quincy's. Quincy's and Soul Reapers all had a beef with each other because they kill hollows and shit and send souls just to be gone. While Soul Reapers kill hollows and save the souls to replenish their numbers, so they keep the balance. So they had beef with each other because they were just killing hollows. Hollows in the middle were just like, yo, we fight on both y'all. So they ended up there was just a war constantly. Now the main nigga of the Quincy's was like, yo, I'm done with this shit. We going to war. So that's how this 5th season picks up. Now, all the Quincy's are stupid powerful because like wherever they're at in the soul society in the soul world is just straight energy for them. They eat that shit regularly. So Ichigo is half Quincy, half Soul Reaper. So he got best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? So niggas try stealing his special ability. They call it Bankais. You know, you familiar? They call it Bankais. He tried to steal it 2 times and the shit broke. He was like, why can't I? Every time he tried to steal it, Ichigo came out, hit him with a 1 to the face, fucked his whole shit up. When I'm talking about, the man was broken. I was like, and then why I say this because like the other people, because there's captains when you start watching. There's going to be captains you would run into. All the captains are just as OP, stupid, powerful, like Super Saiyan, Super Goku level. Like they're all stupid. And they all got their shit taken. Like when I'm saying taken, like 8 niggas got their shit robbed from them, and they was hot. And then the one dude who was watching the whole thing from the security cameras, fucking slammed the table. I told these niggas not to do they shit till I got my analysis done. Damn, he was so pissed because they all got their shit stolen. I mean, they mad, bro. And so I was like, now, so the last episode was like. The last recent episode I watched. It's not really a spoiler, but niggas shit get taken and disappointment is across the board. And they call my boy up on the celly going, put Ichigo on the phone. He's busy right now. He in the fight. I don't give
on the phone.
I don't this. That's what niggas say. I don't give a fuck. He in the fight. You tell this nigga to get on the phone, right? And
The man literally got to fight. Be like, hey yo,
And
what you want?
not
Bro,
even,
bro.
This will piss me off. Homie who answered the phone, right, was like he used to be in the soul. He used to be a captain in the shit, but they banished the nigga to Earth. So he just cooling it. You know, he really a bystander, just be getting in the mix of it. So he was like, huh? So you like right now, it's an emergency, nigga. All these niggas got their shit stolen, and we ain't got no help. Okay, everybody stolen. Hold on, and he gets up and was like, Kamehameha, and boom to this nigga's chest, right? Dude dead. When I mean I got so mad, bro, because it was
You
like
could have done this shit way
that's
earlier.
what I'm saying. What the fuck, bro? I was like, bro, 2 episodes, son. You had me in 2 episodes watching Ichigo struggle. My man, dude, and you know how like in every any anime, the enemy regenerates stupidly.
That literally reminds me of the damn. I think was it Resurrection F or something like that. But like with that one Dragon Ball Z movie. Literally, like both Vegeta and Goku just fighting or whatever. Next thing you know, Beerus is just like, ayo, the Earth is fucking destroyed because y'all wanted to be assholes. Let's just set shit back in time. But Goku, you gonna have to kill this nigga as soon as we get back.
Right.
And then next thing you know, next thing you know, he's like, oh, you all go to hell. He's like, nah. And Vegeta just mad as hell. He's like, yo, I just saved the world.
Bro, when I'm saying it was like you could have been done the same, you could have been done this like 4 hours ago. Like what pissed me off, niggas stole Ichigo power twice. Right? Fight still going on. Ichigo had to go Bankai, still going on. Dude went into like double power up mode like twice. And he's still fighting this dude. And then it was like, oh, you need to talk to Ichigo right now? But yeah, it's an emergency. What kind of emergency? What's going on? Bro, motherfucker, put Ichigo on the damn phone. Well, he in a fight right now, so I gotta tell him what's going on so he can like stop the fight. Like, nigga, everybody got this. And you know what I'm saying? It was like that conversation for him to be like, oh shit, it's serious. Kamehameha, boom, dude, whole chest gone, bro. I was like, you could have been. Even Ichigo looked at him going,
You saw me get my ass beat
the whole time. And I mean, yeah, I had the upper hand on him the entire time. But bro, we could have been wrapped this shit up.
Oh my god.
And so like, but like, yeah, homie had to call Ichigo and like be like, yo, Ichigo, I need to squad up, yo.
So most definitely Bleach is something I need to.
What? Like I said though, you don't have to go that far back. I recommend.
I would rather do that because I mean, that's like jumping into One Piece right now. You know, I would rather just not watch One Piece in general because I'm not watching 1,000 fucking episodes. I got this one friend who was like, maybe I might want to start watching One Piece, and like, I have a few people who are like One Piece fans, like, oh my god, I'm like, dude, see you the next decade,
bro. Someone told me,
you gonna have to just watching one. Like, no,
they told me it took them like two months. And I'm talking like 5-6
nonstop,
hours. Yeah.
like
5-6 hours, skipping intros. They powered through it.
You gotta skip the intro for that one. Like, usually when I binge watch shit like that, I'll watch the intro and the outro because that's just because. Like, especially with anime, the intro and the outros always be interesting. Like for Chainsaw Man, the outros is different each time, and it's so interesting. Like this last one was it's like a montage of power.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. Like just animation wise, it's just like, yo, what did they be thinking? Just thinking, okay, this episode we're just gonna just do all this. Like, it's real interesting. But also something else this week, I finally got into playing Gotham Knights. Started playing Gotham Knights. I got past the first mission. I'm gonna play more of it like when I'm home, but like, I could kind of understand why some people were upset, but it's like, I don't see too much of a problem. Like, yeah, I could kind of like, even with the whole like doing the whole 30 frames thing or whatever, like, yeah, there's a difference between the cutscene, like, because there's like a huge cutscene for the intro, basically explaining Batman's death. The fight scene is wild. Like, the fight scene between, spoiler alert, but the fight scene between goddamn Batman and Ra's al Ghul, fucking wild. Which is always the case every time he fights Ra's al Ghul. Plain and fucking simple. But like, fight scene, wild. Whole Batcave fucked up. Before he's like, yo, all four of my proteges, they gonna have my back, no matter what. They gonna have my back. Boom, what? Batcave fucked up.
What?
Like,
yeah, I'd be like, Batman.
they come through. They just like, which and yo, I don't know why they don't have Damian Wayne in it. I literally thought the other one was Damian Wayne, probably because Damian Wayne is one of my favorite Robins, but it's literally it's Dick Grayson, it's Tim Drake. The other one is actually Tim Drake. It's not Damian Wayne, it's Tim Drake. Then you got Batgirl and you have Red Hood. So those are the 4.
Who's Red Hood?
Red Hood's Jason Todd. The one that gets the shit beat out of him with a crowbar by Joker.
Yeah.
And killed. And that's the one that uses the gun.
And you said the other one was Tim?
Yeah, Tim Drake's is the detective one.
Okay.
And
which one is the which one? Am I thinking the wrong one for the Batman Beyond? Who's Batman Beyond guy?
I think Batman Beyond's different.
Terry. That okay.
Oh yeah, that's the Batman expert, so he should know.
Yeah. Terry McGinn. Yeah.
How come there's not more of us? There's like not more movies about Terry. Is he not that interesting of
I like
a Robin, or is it just the fact that they don't do a lot of movies about Batman Beyond?
I would assume. Really, I liked it.
Batman Beyond was a pretty.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I can see that because they had Joker with dreads and like he was wild with it.
The Joker with dreads was not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean he was voiced by a black dude, so it's not that bad.
The voice of the black dude was an issue. It was how they made him look was wild. It was very disrespectful. So I kind of get where they come from. Yeah.
Most of the Jokers look like they're on crack. The Heath Ledger one was like he was definitely.
Nah, but his teeth was jacked the fuck up. Big ass smile, bro. Like they had no business making his head or face features that enlarged. Is what my point is.
I mean,
like of all the other Jokers,
it was just supposed to be more dramatic in a way. I do know, like with Batman Beyond, it was everything was more dramatic. I mean, besides the actual Batman suit, so it was more slick. But.
Yeah, the Batman Beyond suit was the hardest part, and the gadgets. But now, like the gameplay though, like because the missions of this.
Yeah, the gameplay is pretty solid, pretty cool. Like I said, I only got past the first mission. I'm gonna play more of it. I'll let y'all know more about it. But it's like, I mean, the fighting sequences of it, it's it's kind of like any other Batman game, except it's like they have a power strike, they have the regular strikes and stuff like that. It is definitely different from other Batman games as far as combat is.
Mm-hmm.
But I've only gotten but so far, so maybe later on it's gonna be different. I just wish, in a way, it could have been like, because I know they have a co-op option where you could like pick between, but it's like you basically have to go off with one of the Robins or one of the characters throughout that one mission, and it's just like I just wish there would have been like more of, hey, you could play as all 4 of the characters. All 4 of the characters are gonna, go and do this one mission or whatever, but you can switch between the characters whenever. I wish it would have been more like that. Kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, yeah, kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5 when you could play as all 3 of the characters, you could switch between.
Or Avengers. Avengers did that too.
I haven't played Avengers.
Avengers, you would run with all 4 people in there, but like at any given moment, you can switch.
Yeah.
To like if you need crowd control, go to Thor and get the lightning bolts or something. Yeah.
I wish it would have been a little bit more like that, but that's just from like my first couple, missions playing it. So that would be my only complaint. But other than that, I say so far it's pretty good. I'll tell y'all more about it, whatever. I'm still excited about God of War Ragnarok.
When's that come out?
I think next week.
I know, me too.
Or was it supposed to be out? I mean, ever since the last God of War game has dropped and all the success, they've been teasing Ragnarok for so long. Like even after God of War dropped, they've been teasing like the next God of War is gonna be this and that. So now they finally is coming out with it. It's just hey, you know,
it got to hit now with the hype they've done. I'm just saying with the hype they've done, it's got to be like the good. I'm saying hit good ending.
It's so
You
like,
got to end it well.
nowadays when it comes to promotion, especially when like games and movies, like promotion wise, like especially when you wait this long, once you start itching towards the actual release date, it's not, you don't get the same kind of like jittery kind of hype. Like now, like for what, to do like the heavy promotion. I mean, I think it's different. It definitely is different for games and stuff.
Because you started at E3. You started at E3,
or at least one of the bigger platforms when you first announced it.
Yeah.
Because I know they're doing the same thing with Tekken.
I feel like that takes away from the because back then you could linger on for we used to sit for hours, months. When next came out.
I mean, nowadays there's a big album dropping every week, so
But if
that's different.
But what I'm saying is with the like, if you started E3 now, back then it was cool. You came now. We just like,
Yeah, they're coming quick now. I feel like.
what title you
I mean,
on video games? Like, okay,
God of War. Right now it's God of War.
I ain't got
Like,
my boy.
Only one I could think of right now that I would actually be waiting on is not coming out till next year, and that's the Suicide Squad game.
Even that, yeah.
So I mean, it's just with all these. I think it's also different with games because with all the work it takes. Because right now they've been teasing Grand Theft Auto 6 for the past decade.
Yeah.
I mean that's I didn't take nothing from that because that's pre-development. You still got more. Yeah, that was the pre-developed though. It was a pre-developed leak.
Yeah.
So that is like any real gamer knows, you know.
It could
don't
be
take
changed.
yeah. So even still, like for stuff like that, even with movies, because with Wakanda Forever, you know, they've been teasing that for like a whole year.
Yeah, even that one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous. Here's the thing.
I'm not.
Here's the thing.
I'm not.
I've realized it now, and it's like, it's that whole notion where you got too much, like you've eaten like salty foods too much when they keep telling you it's sweet that you're afraid to eat it because it's gonna be salty again. You know what I mean? Like it's like that kind of logic. Like I got a bad taste in my mouth from multiple times of like, oh, this game's gonna be this, and it's like, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like I had hopes for Outriders. I had hopes from Outer Lands. I had hopes for, and don't get me wrong, they were good games. But what they said to what they deliver, it's like two different things. So it's like, when multiple times that's happening with games, and then now movies, when you say like it's going to be the cinematic thing of the century.
I mean,
blockbusters.
They could only. I feel like now they only do that when the movie comes out, because literally, like, you gotta wait for the fans' reaction. You gotta wait for the box office numbers. Like they were saying for at least the for No Way Home, they're saying it was the most anticipated, which it was, because everyone's thinking, you know, is Tobey Maguire's gonna be there, is freaking Andrew Garfield's gonna be in it, and then as soon as the movie drops, hey, $100 million movie, biggest debut of any Marvel movie. You know, they already signing Tom Holland for 3 more movies. Like,
yeah,
it's just nowadays you just gotta wait and see.
But even still, even watching that movie, I got annoyed. You know what I'm saying?
What annoyed you about that?
Bro, the dialogue was a little too much when they're in the cave with all the blips, all the enemies.
Oh, you felt like it dragged a little bit too much,
bro. Like, don't get me wrong. 3 hours for a movie, I don't care. I'm here for a 3-hour movie all day.
It wasn't really that long, but I could kind of get what you're saying. Like, that one scene could have been cut a little bit.
It was 3 times they did that because they kept bringing them back. Every time, it was like, don't get me wrong. I get you had to build a relationship between MJ and Spider-Man. You had to build that relationship.
I mean, dialogue is definitely important in the movie, especially like.
But we know. But you get what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying. Like my point is like they built up.
But this is also like
Mary
a
Jane.
different adaptation too, because
and
in
it
the
doesn't matter. In any universe, Peter Parker likes Mary Jane.
I mean, not the Andrew Garfield one. It was Glenn Stacy.
Is that his Mary Jane?
Yeah,
But that's his Mary Jane.
yeah. That's technically his Mary Jane, but that's his
that's
love interest, but it's not Mary Jane.
But what my point is here though is that like, any love interest that Spider-Man has is his Mary Jane.
But this, yeah. But this
Let's say,
one,
okay,
but this one in particular
Mary
is
Jane,
different though, because
MJ,
Zendaya played this Mary Jane very differently. She wasn't interested in him at first. Then
No,
it's so like,
but
it's not the typical Mary Jane we're used to.
hold on.
So
I didn't say nothing about her liking him. This is his love interest. This is Spider-Man's love interest. Every Spider-Man's love interest, we know he has one. In any universe, he has to have. It could be James in the next universe because it's a multi-universe. He could be gay for all we care, but there's still going to be a love interest to Spider-Man. That's his story. He has a dead uncle or dead aunt, a love interest, and villains. Am I wrong in that narrative of Spider-Man? And I'm not so like all my point is like we know that's his love interest. Dial it back on the dialogue a bit. Show me more on how he fixes an issue.
You still got to show the connection, because like we can know that the love interest is just this and that, blah. But the acting in it could just be like there could be no chemistry in it, and it's like, how is this his love interest? Then you don't even show no
Because
chemistry.
for the last 2 movies, him and his chubby friends been trying to mack it for MJ, setting up dates, trying to get him secluded, saying the right things. He gets nervous around her. They try to get the same seats on the bus.
But now,
leading
we're
up-
actually seeing them as a couple. So you got to show that a little bit, because now we're actually starting to see them as a couple. The past 2 movies, we just saw them. I'm trying to get at her. I'm trying to do this, trying to do this. So in this one, you're actually seeing her, accompany him when he's going through all this shit. Now that everyone knows he's Spider-Man, so yeah, like. So you have to show the chemistry between the two.
So then, showing the chemistry of the two of them, it then shows me that she's confrontational when he's a Spider-Man. She has no way of helping him in that sense. There's no, not saying there's no empathy level.
I mean,
you can't empathize with Spider-Man when you have no powers and he has to deal with his dead aunt and all these villains.
I mean, when has a Mary Jane and any of the other reboots or even the original, when has any of them been able to empathize with her? Because in the third Spider-Man, the original third Spider-Man, Mary Jane was like arguing his head, arguing with the nigga. He's like, yo, I'm trying to freaking find the Sandman. He's like, yo, like,
right, that's my point.
You haven't even like came to any of my shows. Like, bro, it was some real relationship shit. Like,
that's my point. It just didn't make sense. Like if anything, I could understand bickering, because like that would be the moment of seeing a relationship dynamic, and I'd be all right bickering. But like you're just showing me them not really bicker, but like her dictate what to do because he's Spider-Man. It's like, bro, you like where have you have the gall to even suggest such a thing? That's I'm not putting her down. But I'm saying, like, moral support, anything else, yeah. But you're telling them how to actually be a superhero, what to do with villains, like what? I'm not even saying like anyone should be certified, but like I feel like, yeah, maybe not call you, but he could have called any Avenger, anyone else.
All the Avengers. I mean, I think in that movie, all the Avengers was fucking busy. Like,
he could have called Wong. He could have called Wong.
Wong left.
They had the thing.
Wong left.
Yo, they had the
what are you talking about? Yo,
the fat Asian boy had the ring. He had magic powers.
Literally, in the beginning of the movie, he's like, "Hey, yo, don't involve me in this, bro. I'm out." And Wong freaking left. Get out of here.
He was in China fighting. We all knew where he was. My point is, Spider-Man could have called anybody else for this situation, but it was like he didn't. He brought in his girl, which is fine. But it was like,
and his best friend.
But it was like
his best friend helped him in the past 2 movies.
Try to get with Mary Jane. And I was like, I don't understand why we have to continue to push this relationship narrative. We get it, nigga. You like her, and she like you. Like all I'm saying is, like, it didn't add and it didn't take away from me knowing or informing me more or building anything. Like I already had this feeling that Peter Parker really likes MJ. Like it was already established. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to continue to build on that. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like there's certain parts in the movies now that they're like, yo, you're doing a redundancy, and like now that's a bad taste in my mouth in the sense is like, yo, you wasted my time. Like I gotta pay $13 and another $8 for drinks and popcorn.
You really buy drinks and popcorn at the movie, bro?
Hell yeah! How was you gonna add the snacks and you gotta get the kettle corn dust, the butter. There's a whole routine.
You better just start doing like me. Get some cargo pants.
Oh, we do that too.
Like
you can't just
greedy.
You can't just be full walking out past the usher throwing out trash.
Your ass.
They ain't seen your ass up at the front desk. Like I ain't.
First of all,
we ain't even got trash.
All the trash cans are inside before you even walk out. So come on.
No, they got the nigga. They got the nigga with the broom ready to sweep up, just waiting there watching.
Yeah,
you
he
leave.
gonna go inside that because some people leave their shit on the damn aisle.
Right. And as you see you throwing shit out, I know damn well we ain't got Whoppers. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got no chalupas from Taco Bell.
The fuck he get a canned soda from? Check. Like
you had to choose the black drink, did you? You fucking.
Cause that's what. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Hey man,
Sam's.
Hold up. With them barbecues though, them Czech sodas was on point.
Okay, they on point, but they don't belong in the movie theater when you walk throwing out trash.
Them Czech sodas, every barbecue, every family reunion.
You get free refills. Like just buy a damn soda.
What?
You get free refills. And
what movie theater you go to?
All of them. All of them give me free refills. You don't just be walking up and asking? Here's the thing, you gotta have confidence. You gotta, yeah. You ain't know they get free refills and they give free refills on large popcorn. You get a whole large popcorn. It don't work on medium small. But a large, you get a free refill on popcorn, one, and you get one free drink with a large drink. And I'd be like, yo, give me the large drink. And then that helps the business stay open. You realize you steal from...
I'm already paying to see this damn movie, bro.
They don't get that money.
Bro.
They don't get that money. You know that, right? They don't get that money. They make the money on concessions. I already have to buy the fucking film. Like, I have to sell enough tickets to cover the film. Then I have to sell snacks to make my money back. They don't make money on the...
And that's why the snacks be over fucking priced?
Hell yeah, nigga. Because y'all niggas be stealing. I gotta adapt for the niggas who walking in with LaCroix and shit.
First of all...
I'm
like,
playing, I'm playing people.
Like you don't.
Like I don't
come
do
on
what?
now.
Coming in there with snacks that you didn't get.
If the snacks weren't overpriced, then maybe I would get it from the concession stand.
I buy a popcorn and a soda. Like I'm not saying I'm not a hypocrite, damn it, but damn it, I'm going to support and bring in my own snacks that you don't have. And it's like $1. Like I saved $1. Got $1 snack because they don't be having Butterfingers, so I've been bringing up Butterfingers and some cookies and cream. Cause they don't have that either. They be having like Raisinets and shit.
For $5.
Yeah, the hell. And
they be having for $5-6, and you want me to support that? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the dollar store from across the street. Give me some gummy worms, all $1. Give me whatever candy.
Not saying not to do that.
Pack it in my cargo. Pack it in my cargos and be good.
It's $1.25. Don't get it right. Get it right. $1.25 now.
There's other dollar stores out there, bro.
No, all 25 now. And then what you do is get yourself a drink. It don't even matter. It could be get a combo. You get a combo and then you split it with the group. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what you do. You bring cups.
Because now
you sneak in cups, bust down the soda, and then you go get another soda real quick.
I mean, nowadays you can't even bring large purses. So
yeah, you feel me? I gotta be rocking cargo pants. They even take away baby bags, bro. I was trying to be thinking ahead, right? And I was
what
like,
babies you bring? Yo,
it don't matter, nigga.
I'm sorry, like, yo. Why would you bring a baby into the goddamn theater? It's not gonna remember the goddamn movie.
Sneak in food, and plus, babies don't be eating movie theater food. So you gotta bring in baby food. So Dude was like,
Why would you bring a baby to a movie theater?
it don't matter. Dude was like, you got full Lunchables for this infant? Yes.
The infant likes Lunchables, god damn it.
Yes, you got full Lunchables. Baby ain't got teeth. Nigga, mind your business. He's like, put the bag in the office. He's a raggedy ass. Nah, but yeah, so we gotta wrap it up. But yeah, don't steal movies. But
We ain't stealing a movie. We saving money on.
oh
movies.
yeah, right. I don't do that.
Nah, I'm talking about stealing movies when you bootlegging this shit.
Says the one who said, "Oh, let's just go to the movies. If we get there early, we could see 2 movies for the price of one."
Hey,
I didn't
look
even
here,
say it
bro.
like that.
Hey,
That's
look
how you
here,
know.
bro.
I didn't even say it like that. I didn't even say it like that. I said let's go early enough so we can see 2 movies.
For the price of one, is what you said.
It is.
Hey,
for the
stop
price of real.
snitching.
It is for real, bro. You be taking all the work food from your job and shit, bro. How we getting sandwiches and Chick-fil-A's and stuff and cookies?
I ain't getting no damn chicken. I don't really
Don't
care for
work in
chicken.
the medical field.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyways, man. This has been another episode of TV Nerds. This is your host, Esoteric Child, here with Gabe Stomach. Y'all know the deal. Follow us on our link tree. Follow us on our Twitch. Gonna be, streaming more. You need to just get on damn Twitch. What's your issue?
I just be at the house, start gaming. So you want me to start streaming on Twitch? I could do that.
I don't see the problem.
I can do that. I think the issue is I don't think we can do it at the same time.
I mean, I don't really do it all the time either. So hey, if you can always just text me like, hey yo, I'm about to stream, whatever. Just hey.
Okay. I'll just run the account then. I'll run all that. I'll text you and be like, bloop, I'm hopping on and killing it. You getting a new Call of Duty?
Nah. You got Modern Warfare 2?
Nah. I'm thinking about getting it though. I hear it's gas, bro. I'm hearing it from people who don't even buy Call of Duty games. That's what got me shocked.
It's Modern Warfare.
That's what got
It's
me
Modern
shocked.
Warfare. Like, come on now.
Niggas who I know religiously
Niggas
don't
is
play
out here
Call of
playing
Duty.
Modern Warfare and drinking Mountain Dew. Like, come on.
Bro, my boy ain't bought Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. So I'm saying he said he bought this one. And he said it's gas. So I might get it.
I wish they would space out the Call of Duties more. Instead of it being every year, just space them.
It's getting like Madden. I keep it 100. They get.
I know it's 2 different companies, but I'm just saying like.
I think that's what's making this one better.
I got freaking Vanguard. Vanguard was pretty cool. But for another, could have waited a whole year.
They
to
missed
drop Modern Warfare.
Vanguard trashed down PC, bro. I be running.
That's because it's PC.
I be running now, and I got a whole ass backpack in my fucking face because my sniper rifle be showing like extra big for some reason. I got a whole, so I be like this, and I don't see nothing.
That's
I don't
because
see nothing. I swap guns.
hey, I don't never have that. Hey, us console niggas don't never have that problem. So
Yeah, cause you running at 30 frames.
fuck. One game has to get played on 30 frames, and you talking shit.
Yeah, I got that 222 on the board, son. Just
Anyway.
bang, bang,
And yet every
bang.
single time we got online, your ass was just like, hey, everyone's like, yo, do y'all see Gabe? No.
I'm moving that fast. It's the frame rate, because y'all said 30 frames. You still seeing my after image. See, when you like Super Saiyan Goku.
Man couldn't even
what I'm saying?
get online. Like, come on, bro.
And when Super... That's because they fucking cold. Yo, let's get up out of here.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay nerdy. We out here. Peace.
I keep coming back to you. I keep coming